Hello and welcome back to yet another episode of the BGBI podcast. You join me and my good friend Oscar over here
Ciao.
to talk all things motoring, all things beer, all things bad ideas. That's the main premise. So we start this podcast talking about random stuff that we know, random stuff that we've seen, random stuff in general, really, if we feel like it, and then we move into the dark side of the road, which I've forgotten what is the topic now, but we'll get into that.
Well, dark side of the road. There is no dark side of the road. This is 10th episode special.
Oh yeah, I mean that's why we've got our somewhat casual shirts on.
Yeah, semi-casual. Yeah,
not quite tuxes just yet, but
we come to that 25th.
yeah, that's the finale. But yeah, so a bit of chinwag and then bit of normally a bit of story, but this is a bit different. The light side of the road, the 10th side of the road.
Yeah, I'd say so. This is just a bit of fun, this episode. I mean, as usual, people probably used to seeing me with my script. It's
just one
heavily
sheet
annotated.
of A4
yeah,
piece of paper.
and this one is just a one sheet is plenty. Kind of vibe.
Indeed. And then after which, of course, we move into the beer segment, which if you don't drink beer for religious reasons, diet reasons, health reasons, any of those reasons, then feel free to move on to at that point. Not right now, please. But until then, I mean, let's talk motoring. So what kind of thing have you seen?
Well, recently, and I'm talking in the past 2 hours or so, I've seen the resurgence of the Audi A2 in the form of an e-tron. Now, these were cult classic cars. They were hated when they came out originally, weren't they?
And these are the early 2000s?
Yeah,
A2s,
early 2000s
yeah.
A2s. But then they became a bit of a cult classic. And I suppose bringing them back in an EV format, they're trying to gauge where people in a certain market, whether they would buy an electric car or not, because obviously, as we know, people buying the A2 are probably car fanatics. If they're buying one now, you have to be, with a really niche taste. But bringing it back, they're trying to appeal to other markets and bring it in, trying to make a bit more money, resurgence of a classic. But yeah, I saw that recently. I thought, well, for one, it's an ugly car, in my personal opinion. Two, it's quite interesting to see it making a bit of a resurgence there as well. What do you think?
Well, I think back in the early 2000s, the A2 was like somewhat of a back then. It was a amalgamation of a few different cars for what the market wanted, sort of thing. So it was the A2 because it was between a 1 and 3. 2 is between 1 and 3, by the way.
Really?
Because it's bigger than an A1, right? Actually, no, A1s weren't even a thing back then. I think A1s are like 2012 onwards, sort of thing.
They're newer, aren't they? Because they were for like a small market of people, aren't they?
Yeah.
You see a lot of people, wealthy people, have that as their first car, an A1.
Yeah.
And they're relatively new.
Well, because they're just like a VW Polo, but with like a bit of badging on it.
Nicer spec.
Yeah. But so it's a bit bigger than an A1, but obviously they didn't have an A1 at the time, so they were probably doing an A3 but smaller. But with like enough room, and I think they made it eco as well, some kind of eco, Volkswagen TDI engine,
classic eco stuff
sort of thing. I mean, if you go back an episode to the VW scandals and such, and what they were doing around that time. But it seems like almost a resurgence of that because they're just trying to innovate into something else. Just to kind of bring a fresh
innovation. It's always
little
pushing,
item
isn't
to it, isn't it? So, and the only non-fresh part of it, in my opinion, I don't know if this is your opinion, but my personal opinion is a lot of brands are now doing the same exact thing. You think the Audi with the A2. You think Ford with the Puma, resurgence of the Puma, but it's a crossover SUV. What else is out on the market? You've got premium ones. We talked about the Ferrari Luce, which is again just a crossover SUV.
What's that old Ford that they were doing? Is it a Ford? There was like a really
Puma.
old. No, there was an old one, like a.
Oh, the Ford Capri.
Yeah,
that's the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. Same exact falls into the same ballpark.
Yeah, and again, I mean, Volvo as well. Not necessarily going back to old cars, but instead of bringing out more estates and saloons, they're purely SUVs now and bringing out electric ranges of small, like the EX30, small SUVs.
Saying that, I did see an advert the other day on TV. Who watches TV anymore? Um, for the new Volvo, or one of the new Volvos. I can't remember the model, but it looks incredible. Like, I walked into the kitchen and I said, the next car I own, obviously we always know it's either
A
going to be a
bike or a
Porsche,
Porsche.
a bike or a Porsche. But I'd add this into the mix as an electric car, bear in mind.
Right, yeah.
It was really nice. It had like either Bang& Olufsen or something. It's a really good stereo brand in the headrests
Oh, right, yeah.
of the car. It had like really good navigation system. It was electric. It looked nice as
Mm.
well. So I don't know. I don't mind some of these new SUV crossover types they're bringing, but yeah, for the A2, I'm definitely not keen.
Yeah, well, again, we've talked about the Bentley Torcal as well, and that's a
Yeah.
similar sort of thing. It's just crossover after crossover, and I think, sure, if the market's going that way, that's fair enough. I think when Volvo made the decision to cut the estates and the saloons, it was because, well, Volvo UK anyway, they were selling 90% was SUVs, 10% was estates and saloons, which at that time
That's
they
ridiculous.
had well, a third split selling different models of saloons, estates, and SUVs, and SUVs were just swamping the market. So that's what people want,
Mm.
but the people that have taste don't want it.
No, they want estates and hatches.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
it's
There's a question in here which we'll get onto later on.
okay.
But
Cool. Yeah.
yeah,
We'll circle back to that one.
I know you had. Did you have something that you wanted to speak about? As well? Was there anything that came across your desk?
Came across my
Yeah.
desk. No, I mean, as of late, I think it's purely just that kind of more brands bringing out crossovers, and I'm not very happy about it. I think
Mm.
that's where my mind's been.
No, I concur with that point. That's a very valid point. Yeah, it's quite sad to see the industry go that way, but it's also beneficial for the environment, and
Business at the end of the
it's
day.
such a thing being a petrol head that's environmentally conscious as well, because having owned a 3 litre BMW which chugged oil and chugged petrol and it's very pollutant, and then also writing a paper on how to save energy and
Right,
the AI
yeah.
building. So
Conflicting
it's really
interests
conflicting
there.
interests, but if I have to own an electric car, I'll happily do so as long as it's a nice one.
Yeah.
But I'd also like my 5 litre V8 for the weekend
Just sitting in the
drive.
garage.
Yeah. Um. Well, if we have nothing else to say, should we move on to the main topic?
We shall. Yeah, indeed.
So in place of Dark Side of the Road, which we'd normally do, which is usually a story of some kind that's concocted from multiple different aspects of history and time, today's episode takes a different format. And we alluded to this in the previous episode, which is we're going to bring in some debate points. I said 10 originally, but I think I wanted to stretch it a little bit further.
Okay.
Get more out of it. Just pick your brain a little further. But obviously, we'll both add our input onto these ourselves. So, 15 questions of some popular questions that you may have around the campfire with your fellow car enthusiasts.
Right, okay.
Feel free to join in the comments as well, as you just label them 1 to 15 as we go through. But first, we begin with the big one. No, I know you can already see this on the sheet. You're itching.
My reading upside down isn't the best, but I know that one.
Number 1, petrol or diesel, but you cannot say, well, it depends on mileage.
Depends what it's been used for.
You have to just pick one out the gate, and you have to live with it for the rest of this episode.
So it's almost like a question of which one will you pick if you can never use
the other one again,
or the other one cannot be used, because
Yeah.
you could argue that, say, if I was like, I like diesel, but then you can't watch any motorsport ever again.
No, we'll say it's you cannot drive.
Oh, right,
the
okay.
other one again,
So you can still
again.
enjoy the other one, but
You
just
can
not.
still enjoy it. Yeah, you can still watch the F1 or
Yeah.
your touring cars, but you have to stick with this one.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna be a bit of an old man. I'm gonna say diesel because I like the chug ability. I like the steam trainness.
I agree with you on that first one, and obviously we wanted a bit of a disagreement on some of these, so I'll try my best to contrast you.
I'm actually surprised about that, because you've had a fun petrol car. I haven't had a fun. I've had a 1.2 petrol as my first car, which wasn't a fun car. It was fun because it was a car, but other than
Yeah,
that,
it's just diesels for you.
since then it's been diesels. So
Yeah.
I mean, you having a 3 litre petrol, was that? Would you not want to relive that?
I think you can get the same performance in a 3 litre diesel with twin turbo
Right, because
because
of like modern engines and
BMW and one of my old colleagues took me out in his. It was an estate, 3 litre diesel. I think it was twin turbo, BMW 3 Series estate.
mm,
Um, and that was just as fast, if not faster, and as smooth as my 3 litre petrol.
yeah,
So I'm thinking the advantage is obviously we're not talking about mileage, but if it did come into the equation, obviously that. But also fuel economy,
yeah.
um, and just general big black cloud of smoke behind the vehicle. I just like
it's
diesels.
it's like man fuel, isn't it?
Yeah,
Diesel.
and also I prefer driving as a manual driver. I prefer driving a diesel as well. I
Yeah.
feel like you're less likely to stall them.
Yes.
You can chug along in them.
Yeah. If you're in traffic, you can kind of just let the revs go down to idle, and it will just
Yeah,
kind of chug you along.
yeah. If you leave your clutch engaged, it just pulls itself, which
Yeah.
is you don't get that in a petrol. It will stall straight away if you don't give it, half a centimeter
I
over
was
the
gonna say
rev
I was
gauge.
spasm. I don't like this.
I just think they're really nice. I'd say on the whole, modern diesels are quite smooth.
Right. Yeah.
Um, Older diesels, I can't say the same. Obviously, mine. Mine's a bit chuggy in the old Golf. But yeah, I'm inclined to say diesel here. I think it's just a sensible option as well.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if we bring mileage into it, obviously, that's the main benefactor. But we completely scrap that idea.
So we start on an agreement.
We start on an agreement. But
That's not good.
number two, I think me and you are going to have very different opinions here.
Okay.
So, manual or automatic?
We will have a different opinion. We both know this. I am manual till I die. There is no putting me on autos at all.
I like a manual. Don't get me wrong. I like a manual. I've driven mostly manuals. The BMW was the only automatic car I had, but I'm going automatic.
Right. Yeah.
I think if you had to live with one for the rest of your life, again we're going the same format of you have to pick one and that's it.
Yeah.
Automatic. I mean, how tiring does it get sitting in traffic? Clutch on, clutch off, clutch on, clutch off. Driving automatic, just
Not
take your foot
tiring
off.
enough. I think automatic's too tiring.
What?
It's like a go-kart. So, like, I get it in some circumstances, like one of the work vans at work is an automatic. A lot better to drive than the manual one because you just kind of get in like a go-kart, buzz around, deliver your stuff,
Yeah,
go back.
and that's it.
But as a car, just roaming through the gears is just. I
See,
feel
I
like
don't
without
get that.
that, it just doesn't. You don't get the character, you don't get the character of driving.
But did you get the character out of my BMW when you were in that? And that was an automatic. Yeah, I
Wasn't
mean
a lot of
that's
character
what.
in that one. But for me, it's the gear changes.
But you can get that. Let's say with an automatic, a lot of them nowadays. Obviously, we're talking petrol and diesel, not electric, because you don't have gears. It's the paddle shifting as well. We're bringing that into the equation of an automatic car because you can opt in for that, and you feel like Lewis Hamilton taking those corners.
Okay, so what would we say about sequential gears or semi-automatics? How do they go into this?
Well, I think sequential gearing kind of goes into that automatic
Because there's
character
no
as
clutch
well.
involved.
There's no clutch involved, and it's basically a paddle shift, isn't it?
Yeah,
Because
yeah. Yeah.
I love sequential
Because that's
gearboxes.
fun, but it's also not like if you're in traffic.
Oh yeah, it'd be horrible.
Also, what are you doing in traffic with a sequential? First of all,
Yeah, I would love a sequential gearbox car. I'd really like one. But yeah, I don't think I'll get one
good
anytime
luck
soon.
fitting that to any bog standard Golf. I mean,
Yeah,
you probably
exactly.
can.
There's a kit out there somewhere. Some crazy guy in America's
Some
already done this.
John kit.
So you're going with manual.
100%.
I'm going with automatic. I don't know. I just think for everything, automatic just ticks all the boxes. In traffic, it's easy to drive. In the track, you can have fun because you got your kick down, you've got your paddle shifting. But manual's just a bit of a chore nowadays. Maybe I've driven too much. Maybe I just drive too much.
Again, it depends on the type of driving because traffic, yes, manual gets annoying. But if you're on the motorway, stick it in sick, then gears aren't really a problem. So,
Do you have a sixth gear?
yeah.
No, I don't know. But the third one, I think we're going to agree on this one.
I sure hope we don't.
Front wheel drive or rear wheel drive?
Do you want to start or should
Rear
I?
wheel drive.
You're saying rear wheel drive.
Yeah, easily more fun.
I mean, for me, it's slightly stickier because I have not driven a rear wheel drive,
What?
or have I?
None. You're not. It was your dad's Volvo, and that would have like an
No,
all
all
wheel.
fronts. Yeah. Trying to
Um,
think if I've ever. No, because even if I have, it would be like one fleeting moment where I don't really get the benefits.
yeah, it's not a long drive, or you've not kicked it around a roundabout or
Yeah,
anything like
yeah.
that. Not that we ever would.
But
um,
I think rear wheel drive
it's just
because
more
front
fun.
wheel is only common because it's cheap and easy for like manufacturers to make.
Yeah,
Rear wheel drive, you've got to get this big prop shaft that goes all the way to the back, takes up space, blah 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 blah, problem. But the upside, fun.
mm,
So yeah, I mean, I would also go rear wheel drive, but it's a bit weird because I haven't
yeah,
driven rear wheel
exactly.
drive.
But let's add on a little dingleberry to this question. Front wheel drive or rear wheel drive for a first car?
For a first car,
Yeah,
I'd go fronts because there's so many like moron
yeah.
drivers out
No, I'd agree with that. So that's question 3A and 3B. It's not question 4, but yeah. Question 4, and I think I know which one you're going to pick for this. And I'll go differently, I'm sure. It's would you rather, for the rest of your life, a saloon, an estate, or a hatch?
Oh,
I think actually no, we might
because
agree.
there's a little bit
Oh,
more to this because a saloon is like an executive, like nice. You get people in the back, but you've got that nice boot.
yeah.
The estate is more like a family wagon. Hatch
But then you have the
is
M3
just a
Touring.
lack of a boot. I would go estate.
Uh, I'm going the state as well, but purely because you can get extremely sporty vehicles
Yeah.
in the state format, like the M3, which M3 in British Racing Green is my favourite car
Hmm.
of all time. The new M3, that is.
Hmm.
I just love it. I think it's such a fantastic car. It's an all rounder. You can take the dishwasher to your parents' house, but you can also whip it around a track and get some sort of lap record.
And
Um,
I think that question would be made a bit harder if it was saloon, estate, or coupe. Because then you're like, oh, but the Porsche's in that category.
True. Yeah,
But
no SUVs in any of these categories.
no, because they're not cars.
Yeah, exactly. Question 5. And again, I think we'll agree on this. It depends on the car, actually. Modified or bone stock?
Hmm.
I'm talking not even tinted windows, bone stock.
Bone stock, yeah. I might shock you with this. I'm saying bone stock.
It depends on the car. It really does, because
Of course it does. You get like an old Civic.
yeah,
It will only be improved with modifications.
exactly. Or you get an M3 Touring, like I say, brand new car. You'd want that bone standard still. You wouldn't
Yeah,
spec
yeah,
that out. I'd go modified.
yeah.
On the whole, I think most cars can do with some sort of upgrading, because modified can be anything from tinting the windows to replacing the engine.
I guess why people do it and why it's a thing is because personalization, customization.
Yeah,
Because I definitely had that with my first car, my Polo. I just every single part of it, I was like, I want to change because I want it to be my own sort of
yeah.
thing. So even like, do you know the I forget what it's called, um the cover for the gear stick. I mean the gear stick knob, of course.
Yeah, the
But
boot.
then yeah, the shifter boot.
Yeah.
Even changed that because I wanted to make it my own sort of
Well,
thing.
you would. Yeah. What was yours? The floor mats and
Yeah, floor match, gear boot, gear stick. I got a sun visor. What's it called?
sunstrip.
Sun strip, tinted windows, wind deflectors, tape over the headlights to make them angry.
Which is true. Yeah, I remember
Uh,
doing that with you.
oh yeah, I put the LED bulbs in, but they stopped working, so they were just red. Loads of stuff I did to that car. The
That's
spoiler on the
unreal.
back that my
Yeah.
dad put wood screws through.
Yeah, and a bit of glue as well, wasn't there? Like some glue on it, if I
Yeah,
remember correctly.
yeah, loads of bits. And then I think the more I did to that car, the more there was kind of like bodgery and like it wasn't
Hidgery
clean
bodgery.
anymore.
Mm.
So then in my second car, my Volvo C30, I was like, I'm gonna strip everything back to bare bones, like, but not strip everything back to bare bones, but stock everything up as much as possible. And now my third car, this V50, it's almost come with a few bits of trim missing, and I've now bought on Amazon those bits of trim just to make it 100%. I bought the, do you know the funny handbrake that I've got?
Yeah.
On the back, they've got a bit of plastic, and it
Okay.
was missing in the V50, so I stuck that on the back.
He likes it bone standard. But yeah, I contrast highly with the modified. I think, yeah, it comes down to the personalisation point.
Yeah, yeah, because it's good to make it your own, but also at the same time, as an engineer, I know that it's been engineered that way
Well,
for that
some
reason.
cars are engineered to perfection. That we bring it back to one of the earlier episodes with the Ford Pinto. That was
True.
engineered,
Yeah.
but I
Well,
would have easily
cowboy
opted
engineered.
in. Yeah, I would have easily opted in for a modified Pinto with a cushion around the fuel tank.
Yeah.
Number 6. Fast car on a boring road, or a
Oh.
boring car on a fast road, or a brilliant road, I should say. Like I'm thinking, where is it in Italy where you can go round?
Oh,
inside
the
bends?
Stelvio Pass.
Yeah, so
I think
you're
it's called.
taking my Mark IV Golf on the Stelvio Pass, or you're taking a 911 down your streets.
Through motorway traffic.
Yeah.
100% I'm taking a shitter down Stelvio Pass.
Oh yeah.
Well, specifically down it, because up it would be quite a struggle.
Yes, up it in anything other than what a supercar or sports car would be
Yeah.
absolutely abhorrent. I'm inclined to agree with that one as well. Slow on a brilliant road. I think you don't just do it for the car, but you also do it for the views. You do it for the
Yes.
landscape
Yeah.
as well.
Also, the journey. I think a lot of things is it kind of makes it an adventure if you're going somewhere nice or well going on a nice road.
Mm.
Because say if you were to like make it big, get a Porsche, boom, and then just like drive to work and back every day because that's how you pay the bills, pay the Porsche bills.
Yeah.
Is it
it's
really
true.
worth it?
No, I don't think it would be.
Or just stick 500 quid into a Facebook Marketplace bin and then take that around the world. I know what I'd rather do.
Take it around the world.
Exactly.
So, question number 7 is a bit of an interesting one. It's one I was mulling over in my head. Is you get the choice of one great car, not quite your dream car, but it's up there, or 3 shit boxes. You got the space for it. We'll say that you've got a driveway or a garage that's completely rent free. One great car or 3 interesting but bad ones. I'm talking like maybe some beaten down Civics or some odd kind of maybe your first Polo,
Right, yeah.
but you get 3.
Oh, wow. Because
It's
you
like 3
get
projects
yeah, because
versus
you
one
get like the
complete.
character of all of them.
Mm.
You've got like in because of course you want like a really nice car, but then does it get boring just having the one? We really go into hypotheticals here.
It is.
It's almost like IQ questions. If I was to say, but I haven't got a really nice car,
Yeah.
but I haven't got storage for 3 cars. You're testing me. Personally,
I feel like you go 3 interesting bad ones.
no, because I'm fed up of cars when they're just being cars. Do
You
you know
chop
when
and
they're
change.
like, yeah,
You can take one to work one day, one to work the other,
I
one
guess,
to
but
work the next.
I think you get bored of 3 cars at a point still.
So you think you need a big collection?
Similar to you would one car, because people like billionaires have like 150 car collection and they still buy more because they're bored of the ones they already own. So there's already a limit to like things being boring.
Is that looking at them getting bored, or is that driving them getting bored?
I think both. Like just exposure to them. You just whether it's 1, 3, 150. I'd go for the one. What would you go with?
I would have gone. Yeah, I'd go for the one as well, purely from a practical standpoint of I want something now in my life. I'm going for the point of being, oh, let's modify this cheap shit box to something that's kind of chump up some motorway miles and give me good fuel economy. But also, great car encompasses other aspects, like it can be a good looking car. It can be a fast, sporty car. It doesn't necessarily have to be a diesel getting through the mileage. But I think if I was to have one now, I'd probably have some sort of diesel estate but like a new one that has like the mod cons in it. So I'm want like a big screen behind somewhere, good surround sound systems. So I think that if that is the one great car, yes, I'd absolutely take that over the three interesting
So
ones.
you'd have something comfortable, familiar.
Yeah, yeah, but then also the appeal of three interesting bad ones. Because if I got an EP3 Civic
Yeah.
and a Mark IV Golf, but with a 1.8 turbo petrol that was like in good health still, and then also I don't know, throw like a random one into the mix, like a shitty old BMW SUV that you could just rag around anywhere and you could
Yeah,
take
yeah.
it green
Like a
laning.
workhorse sort of
Because if
thing.
you had three of those, you've got your workhorse, you've got a track car and the EP3, but then you've also got something that you could potentially drive to Europe and go around the Nürburgring in the Golf with a
Yeah.
1.8T.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's
So you get that versatility with the three.
versatility. It's also interesting. Every day is like, oh, am I going to break down? I don't know. I'm still inclined to go for the one great car though, because I think every day it just makes your life better. It's
Mm.
a quality of life improvement. Whereas three interesting bad ones is God, am I going to make it to the petrol
I
station?
was gonna say some point of it might be quite a burden. It depends on what level of shitbox you want to go with. Because
Yeah,
you could say three classics that are like built up quite nice. Say like a Renault 5 that's in like good condition, but it's a Renault 5.
yeah,
Small
no,
little clown
exactly.
car.
Yeah, exactly. A little clown car, especially if you got in it, and like one of those PLP 50s.
Like leg out the window.
So moving on to question number 8 now is: would you take now the car that you wanted at 17?
No, because
Okay.
I know what I wanted.
What did you want?
um, uh, First generation MX-5,
Oh
and I don't fit in one of them. Not with seat modifications anyway.
no, yeah, if they're rigid seats. I don't know.
What did you want when you were a
I
young
wanted an
buck?
EP3 Civic, if you
Really?
remember, because I
Of
took a
course,
picture of
yeah.
one in Halford's car park and I sent it into the group chat at the time. I still got the picture on my phone now.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, oh, I love this car, and I was looking at them as well, but they were too expensive for me back then.
Yeah, I remember talking to you about that because are those the ones where the gear stick's coming out the dashboard?
Yeah,
Yeah, weird.
yeah, it is a bit weird,
That had put me off them straight away.
but I liked it. It's unique, it's quirky, it's a little quirk, and the VTEC as well. You can't argue with that. But why wouldn't you take? Why wouldn't you take an MX-5 though? Is it just a stigma attached with it now, or
Girl's car.
girl's car? And sorry for any people watching this, because
No.
maybe you might have someone watching this that
Yeah,
drives an
yeah.
MX-5. Your mate.
But I mean, yeah, me personally, I used to like the idea of them because back in the day you had Auto Alex doing Phil. You had
Donut Media.
did they? Oh, of course they did. Yes,
Yeah.
Zach Job. He was doing his modifying that as a series. There was also Gingium or Gingium, whatever his name was. He had one. He had two actually. One that he built into like a street slash show car, whatever, and one that was like an off roader. That was quite cool. But just as time got on, I was kind of like proper cars. That's like a toy, really. In my personal opinion, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. Girl's car.
Girls' car. I think every person who's into cars has been into wanting to buy an MX-5 at some point, but you quickly
Yeah.
get over that.
We've called it previously as one of the top car guy cars because everyone at some point
Has wanted it, but then they grew up.
yeah, and they stopped being a child.
Yeah. Number 9. DIY a car, as in your servicing, your everything that you
Yeah.
can possibly do on it, or send it to a garage. Basically, budget or get it done properly.
See, because we have experience in this, and we have definitely have experience in it without knowing mechanic stuff. Like we do on the surface level, but not like to the standard that mechanics do it and they know it. But from my personal opinion, it's kind of like, is it worth it? I mean, it is worth it because it's cheap. You do it yourself. You feel like proud of what you've done. But through the process, you've got to learn what needs to be done. You've got to get the tools, which means many occasions like we've had on the driveway
like
going, when does Halford shut?
Yeah,
When does Euro parts shut?
yeah. Oh, we have experienced that many a time. It's even like when we're doing the brake caliper, when we're doing the springs on the Golf,
Yes.
and the brake caliper, like one of the nipples had like frozen,
Right.
like
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
stuck, and so we couldn't do anything. We had to buy a whole new caliper
Yeah.
just to
Luckily,
continue
we
doing
had
it.
Adam there to go through the whole process.
Yeah,
But
exactly. God, that was nerve wracking because
yeah.
that would be me having no car for X amount of time, and it couldn't even be shifted off the driveway
Yeah.
because you couldn't put the wheel back on.
Yeah. And I think that's where one of your previous questions, the 3 cars that you work on or 1 good car.
Hmm.
Because if you've got 3 on the go, 1's in the garage, 1 you haven't got a part for or haven't got a tool for, and you need to pick up a tool the next day. Drive the workhorse.
True.
So I mean, if
I
you've
don't
got
know.
multiple cars, DIYing really isn't that bad.
Well, your knowledge grows every time,
Yes.
and your
Yeah.
tools grow every time.
Yeah.
I'd always go DIY myself. I like doing I like getting the hands on, and I know you do it from your engineering perspective as well. Is you're learning how things work and how to take them apart and put them back
Mm.
together at its most basic function.
Yeah. So the more you do, the more you know.
And exactly, it's beneficial for just your problem solving abilities in the first place as well,
Yeah.
because you can take that into your work in daily life.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you're working with machines.
Yeah. Or even like driving the car. If you're driving and hear a noise,
You know.
you can be like, oh, that sounds like a belt slipping, or that sounds like a fan
Yeah.
catching on something. Then
Or
you'd
that
look at
sounds
it and
like my
go,
car scraping the bump that I've got over a million
yeah,
times today.
my car sounds too low. I
Yeah.
wonder what I've done.
Okay, so question number 10. And this is probably quite like a personal one in terms of car. Not obviously I'm going to be like, what's your
Car or wife?
yeah, what's your national insurance number? Does your car have a name?
Does my car have a name? You see,
Let's think back to all of your cars as well, from
Yeah.
Polo to where you are now.
so the Polo was Poppy. I did name it first car. I feel
Yeah.
like everyone does for their first car.
Yeah.
Well, most people do. But when I got the when I got the C30, I nearly did it just then. When I got the Volvo, I just called it the Volvo.
Mm.
And then I've kind of carried that on into the V50. Part of me wants to name them, or name the current one anyway. But
You could name the current one.
at the same time, when it comes up in conversation, it feels quite like,
Mm.
I don't know. It doesn't feel right to go, oh yeah, Steve out there. You
Yeah.
know, he's been on the driveway for like.
I was riding Poppy the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I think now I probably wouldn't name a car, but like you, I definitely named my first one. It was called George.
Yeah.
Remember good old George. But now I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, it's different car, different make for me, so I don't have the same dilemma of, misplacing the name with similar previous cars. But no, I don't think I could name my car. I don't even know what I'd name him.
I was gonna say it'd be a him. It's a German diesel. It'll be Hans or something.
Yeah. No, I don't think I'd name this car currently. And you're of the same opinion? Probably not.
Yeah, until some smashing idea comes in my head. It's not. I mean, the car's got character enough to have a name, but just haven't named it. That's where I am.
Okay, that's fair enough. But that leads us swiftly on into question number 11. Is there a correct colour for a car? Hard one.
That is a hard one because commonly silver, black, white, maybe red with a little bit of blue, yellow. You could argue that the shades, the silvers, black and white, kind of go with everything, and they're just like universal. Correct color for a car. I'd go a little bit further. I wouldn't say like for every car, but I'd say different types of cars.
Yeah.
Because obviously you've got what's the Ferrari red? What that something Rossa. I think it's like Testarossa or something like that. Well, whatever it is.
Testarossa.
Probably Italian for red.
Toasty red.
Yeah, or racing red or something like that. But Ferraris in red. I mean, you could even argue Ferraris in yellow.
But then you'd argue Lamborghinis in yellow.
Yeah. Lamborghinis in yellow, Ferraris in red, Aston Martins in silver.
Or grey. Would it be grey? Would it be silver?
Same thing. shiny grey is silver.
Midnight grey, something like that.
Yeah, I think depending on the car, they've got their kind of like colour, but you could argue that that's just marketing.
What would you
I don't
go
believe cars have specific colours.
for if you could have your next 5 cars all had to be one colour? What colour are you picking?
I've semi-ruined it for the current car that I've got, but I had a theme where both of my first car and second car were black paint, silver wheels. I've now got a dark grey car with silver wheels. Technically the same. But if I was to continue the trend of getting black with silver wheels,
You do that.
I'd 100% do that.
Yeah. See, the thing is, and from my perspective, you could do you could do something super funky like the British Racing Green, which I mentioned, which is one of my favourite colours on a car.
Yeah.
Because it looks good on a Mini.
Yep.
It looks good on the BMWs.
Yep.
And if I was next 5 cars though, I might be very basic and go white.
Right. Yeah.
Just because like the grime and dirt doesn't pick up on it. Like with a black car, you can see the dust, the layer of dust every time.
Very quickly. Yeah.
It gathers really quickly. But on a white car, you don't seem to get that as often. And
Yeah.
also, the insurance is cheaper on a white car because they're more visible. So there's a practical aspect to it as well.
More visit. How much does that matter?
According to the insurance companies,
You
very
could be
much.
an absolute moron driver, but you're more visible to everyone else.
Yeah, exactly. Or I think I'm just going to go rogue. I'm going to say British Racing Green.
Okay.
I'd have a Golf in that colour.
Yeah. So you're going purely on what's your favourite colour?
It's what's my favourite colour on a car.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's the correct colour for a car if
Yeah.
we're addressing the question.
I mean, me personally, I think going along the lines of British Racing Green, the fact that it's like a really dark green. My favourite colour that I've seen on a car was my brother's first car, which was again a Polo, but it was in like a midnight purple, where it was quite a dark purple. Looked a little bit girly, but you kind of get close to it and you can see the metallic like purple flecks, and it was really nice. And then one of my dad's Volvos was a midnight blue, which again, that was pretty much black. To everyone, that's black. You go really close to it and you can see like navy
little
blue
hints.
specks.
Yeah,
That was
that's
really nice.
Maybe you go for that.
Yeah, I think I would. Instead of black, I'd go for like a midnight blue.
Midnight blue
Only
is a
I know
nice
is
colour.
midnight blue.
Yeah, everyone else thinks it's just a black car. Number 12. Okay, this is an interesting one. This is a real thinker. Would you rather never exceed 70 again or never drive alone again?
Oh, but I love driving alone. Oh, wow. Well, I'll preface this by saying I've never been over 70 miles an hour ever in my life, so I wouldn't know what it feels like.
But if in a hypothetical situation, of course.
I honestly wait. So how was the question based again?
Would you rather never exceed 70
Never
again
70.
or never drive alone again?
I would never exceed 70 because driving alone, especially at like at sunset, or like you're going for a long drive, or
You want to listen to your own music loud.
Yeah, either your own music or just like nothing, windows cracked a little bit, just wind.
Yeah.
On your own. Something super soothing about that. I prefer that over committing a crime, personally.
Yeah, but we're also talking never exceeding 70 on a track. If you get a track day.
Oh, right. You didn't finish the question.
No, I'm just adding another caveat. So let's say track day, you're in your 50s.
You go to the Nürburgring on the straight and you just pinned at 70.
Yeah. You're in your 50s, you building up for retirement, you've taken a chunk out of your pot and you've bought a Porsche 911. I'm talking really good quality. You get a weekend trip for free, paid for by your lawyer friend who...
Bending the question.
Yeah, who's paid for by your lawyer friend who is very generous with his money, however wealthy he is. Yeah, he's an exceedingly generous, wealthy man.
I'm just a schmuck.
He takes you to the Nürburgring, and you have your Porsche there that you've bought and paid for as two successful gentlemen, and you can't exceed 70.
But I've had all those years of driving alone.
I know.
My mental health is in complete check.
Well, it's allowed you to get to the position of
Yeah,
buying a Porsche in the first place.
yeah.
So you'd still stick with your answer of
I think I
never
would. I mean,
exceeding
that is
10%.
obviously the big blaring problem.
Mm,
If you go for a track day or you go for you go on the autobahn or such. Um, but for me, there's something extremely special and magical in
mm.
driving on your own.
I'd rather drive on my own at 40 miles an hour with the windows down than at 80 on the motorway
Yeah,
in a rush.
yeah.
Any day
Well,
of the week. Not
that's
that we
part
ever
of it
would
as well.
speed, but
So you're sometimes rushing at
mm.
that speed. I mean, other people are.
Question number 13. This is quite. Some people hate this. The MX-5 crowd will hate this question. And
Girls' car or boys' car?
convertibles, good or just a personality add-on? So you're thinking, oh, I drive a convertible.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
look at me. Oh,
I'm a hairdresser.
yeah. So do you think convertibles are genuinely good? Obviously, this is a wide range of it. You can have like the VW Golf Cabriolets,
Right, yeah,
couldn't you? Or
yeah.
the MX-5.
So we got convertibles, as in like hard tops and soft tops. We've
Yes.
got cabriolets. We've got what other ones are there? You got T tops, which are like how do I explain it? Where it's like a hard top, just like a normal coupe,
Hmm.
but you can unclip the roof and take it off,
Oh, yeah.
like
So like
hand do it sort of
you'd
thing.
have them on like a Jeep if you were riding around the beach or
Yeah.
something.
So it's like convertible, like a sunroof almost, just a square.
Yeah.
So it's like half of a sunroof.
We
Not
won't
half of
count.
a
We won't count that for the sake of the
yeah,
argument.
half of a convertible. I would say it's purely just a personality add-on.
Yeah.
I mean, because obviously it's down to everyone's personal personality, right? But
That tends to be pretty personal.
yeah, but it's for me. There's a lot of things that go wrong with a car when you do the convertible. So obviously, for it to be convertible, they have to beef up the structure on the underside in order to replace those structural roof pillars. Um, so it's heavier, more dense on the low end. It's also like really flexible
Hmm.
on the low end.
And with the wind going, you look like a whip.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's the thing. When I that's the point. I have driven a rear-wheel drive. It was my mate's MX-5, second generation.
Really?
Yeah. And he wore a hat, and it just flew off. He's also 6'4". And the hat just flew off in the
Yoink.
street. Because of the wind and the thing being down. It's just, especially with an MX-5, it's about here
Yeah.
where the wind hits you. So yeah, for me personally,
Yeah.
it's just hairdressers and girls' cars.
Yeah, I absolutely agree on that. Definitely a personality thing. I don't think I've ever been in a convertible, and obviously we've both been in convertibles
Hmm.
that I've enjoyed
Right.
because it's just rattly, noisy, windy, especially if you're driving something really small like an MX-5, where
Yeah.
even if you're my puny height of 5'11", 6 foot,
Yeah, and a half with air forces.
you still get that breeze. You're like your head is literally on the edge of where the windshield ends.
Yeah.
So you can feel shunk.
Yeah, yeah.
Your hair's just taking a ride, or your hat's taking a ride.
Wherever you go, you got to get out and just like,
Yeah, exactly. Just make sure
what's
you're
happened
correct.
to my hair?
Okay, number 14. And this is an interesting one. I'm really intrigued to see if you actually have an answer to this. Is there any car you'd refuse to be seen in? And we'll add a caveat on the end as well, is whatever the money. But there's got to be a limit. It's not like, oh yeah, I'll never be seen in a Volvo if I get paid £1 billion.
So yeah, if like Elon Musk turned to me and was like, "I will give you £1 billion today if you were to drive X, and if I was to not drive it," I'm not sure because every car's got a bit of character, a bit of personality.
Mm.
I think ones that spring to mind are
MX-5.
yeah, the girls' car. No, it's the it's the Top Gear award winners. It's the Duke. It's the Cash Guy. But it's just the common cars. Probably the Nissan Leafs in there.
Mm.
But I don't know. Even with a bit of money, I still would hazard a go at what other people are raring about and loving. I won't understand it probably, but I'd still give it a go. Trying to think what else is out there. Probably like the BMW i3 or something like that. Stupid car. Trying to think of like hype cars that are just really not.
Audi A2.
There we go. The new Jag.
Let's put it as in you would be driving it as well, not as in like your parents would shift you around. Like you had to own it for 10 years.
Oh, and people know that I have it, and it's like
you're kind of, linked to that car. It's like, oh yeah, Luke drives the Vauxhall Agila.
Well, okay, so like slightly change it then. If it was instead of you've got to drive this car, you've got to be like the poster boy for this car. You've got to like market this car, be on the adverts. Yeah, probably the Vauxhall Agila, to be fair.
Vauxhall
That is
Agila?
not a nice car at all. Maybe the Datchas.
Really?
Yeah, because they're
What,
like
the crop dusters?
yeah, the Dacia crop duster. Because they're just again crossover SUV, cheap. Chinese ones, the Omoda, the Cherry. Yeah.
Damn, I didn't know you'd go there. I'd drive one of those Chinese EVs. I think. I don't think they're awful.
I think I'd hate it because everything's plastic, everything's auto, everything's. Would you like fries with that? Would you like help with that? With this AI assistant in the dashboard? No, I want to drive the car with gears and be a man.
I want to be a man, a male.
The diesel. So the final question, off the top of the dome, will be: if you had to stick to one brand for the rest of your life, the only cars you can ever drive, it's considered drunk driving to drive any other car. You will just be arrested on the spot.
Banned.
What brand of automobile are you going with?
You can't just say VAG Group and get Audis and.
You can say Volkswagen, but you can't say VAG Group.
But would Volkswagen and company? Or are we just strictly adhering to
the name, to the badge?
So we're getting Volkswagen Golfs, Volkswagen Tiguan's, Volkswagen, yeah.
You're indeed. On a technicality, you are getting like Audis and Bentleys, and it's just not as fancy.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Same floor plan.
I would go Porsche.
You would go Porsche.
Yes.
So let's just run through some things that might go on in your life.
Electric everyday car, Taycan or Taycan.
Okay, so that'd be your like work car, and you can just pick from the catalogue of cars.
Free, completely free to
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Porsche, easy. You didn't even need to ask.
Okay, so you've got to move house.
Yeah.
Where are you putting your mattress?
What do you mean?
So you've got to move house from one house to another.
Yeah.
How are you getting your mattress from to the new house?
They have those in the big, like the SUV Porsches.
You've got the Macans and the Cayennes.
Yeah.
True, but they're not that big.
Roof rack. You can get a 911 with a roof rack.
You're gonna do it like the
I look like a GTA car.
Yeah.
No, I'd 100% go Porsche. Easy decision for me to make.
Right, yeah.
And if Porsche want to sponsor this, what do you choose?
What would I choose? Good question. I think the first thing I go with is what is a brand that also has like vans and versatility and that kind of thing.
Ford. Mercedes.
But Mercedes, you've got the Sprinters, you've got the SLKs, SLS.
Yeah.
You've got
C-Class.
Yeah, you've got E-Class if you want executive, you've got C-Class, you've got G-Class, you've got the wagons, even though they're bricks and not that good. You've got a lot more with Mercedes. I don't think I'd go with it though.
No.
It's not really my market.
I think I know where you're going.
You think,
You keep going. I just want to hear. I just want to confirm my suspicion.
It's a brand that starts with a V.
Yes.
It's from Scandinavia.
Yes.
I think Volvo has that versatility. And also on the flip side, they've got the fun as well, because they've got the T5 2.5 petrol engines.
But is it a Porsche? You've got to bear.
It's not a Porsche, but
you've got to bear with this for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Well, but the new well, in quite a lot of their cars, but they've got, I want to say it's called like the T6, something like that, or the B6. It's a petrol hybrid, so it'll be like motor and petrol. 3-litre supercharged, turbocharged, all-wheel drive, 400 horsepower in a saloon Volvo.
That's
It's
true, but then
still
also
got crazy, and also you've got
it's
like
a Volvo.
yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I find that it's such a hard decision to make because you want a brand that does encompass everything, like you say. You want to be able to get a van. I mean, you could get a lorry cab with yours, with Volvo, couldn't
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
you?
but I mean, the XC90 is pretty much a van. it's a
also
huge
big
car.
I'd still go Porsche though every day of the week.
Yeah,
I think
just because of that 911 range.
I think Porsche speaks to me so much as a brand. I just love it. I love everything about it. Again, it's like Jubel, the beer.
Yeah,
I just love everything about the brand.
Porsche is ethical, British.
Yes, regeneratively farmed.
Yeah, exactly.
No, Porsche every day. Volvo for you. I think that leaves us on a very sweet note to segue into the beer section.
Does indeed.
Again, for the viewers that aren't interested in the beer and they want to skip away for whatever personal sort of reasons that they have, feel free to do so now. We've really enjoyed your company on this episode, and we'll see you in the next one. Check out our catalogue and social medias. We've got a lot of stuff out there now. We're sort of developing this brand quite a bit, and we've pumped out a lot of episodes.
There's a lot to watch, a lot to see, and depending on when you're watching this, in the year 3000, when we get our 10th viewer,
yes,
we might have a bit more.
Oh, yes, it's true. But for those that want a beer, feel free to join us. We have got an absolute corker, and our first, and we'll say it now, our first 10.
Wow, already pre-booking the slot there.
I pre-ordered the 10 slot for this one because this one is an absolute belter of a beer. So we'll catch you guys there.
Yeah, see you in a sec. And yet again, you meet us in the beer corner. We are hiding the excitement for this one. This one is the Jubel Peach, the long-awaited, the 10 out of 10, the infamous.
I'm so looking forward to this.
Give us your pre-drink opinions.
10. 10 out of 10. I just love this beer. I think the history, the personal history behind this beer.
See, I mean, it goes without saying, we've talked about this beer on, I want to say, nearly half of the previous episodes.
It always comes into conversation.
Yeah.
I think. And then any pub we go to, it's kind of does it serve Jubel? That's the question we ask ourselves before we go into any pub is, does it serve Jubel? Most of the time it's a no. But it's starting to increase, they're starting to pick up.
Yeah. But I guess it sways our opinions of where we go, if it does or doesn't. Because there's a couple of places, as we have mentioned before, that do sell it on tap, and they are brilliant and beautiful. So, crack it open, love.
I know you wanted to get straight to this without even reading the date or anything. You're keen.
I was going to say, what's the expiry on that one?
I'll let you take a guess, as we always do.
Oh, I feel like it's a freshly bought one, so I'm going to say September 2028. No, 2027.
November 2027. Specifically, the 19th of November 2027.
After that, it just turns into mud.
Exactly. So, sessionable beer, 4% alcohol.
Yep.
Sessionable. Backstory again, they have the backstory on all of the cans, no matter the flavour. So it's Jubel was first, or Jubel was the name of the song played at the height of the après. The place we discovered beer peche. Pints flowing, sun shining, music pumping. Slopeside, send in session. Interesting alliteration there.
So this is almost like a script of how it was founded, almost.
Exactly, and so also says Jubel means a feeling of extreme joy, and we exist to bring this experience to everyone. A lively lager that packs a fruity punch, This dangerously refreshing nectar drips with fresh and juicy peaches.
The mouth is foaming at those very words.
Oh, gets me in there. Gets me in the zone. So it's brewed using Wild Farm regenerative malted barley. It's a gluten-free beer certified by Kuliak. Jubel Limited, 170 Kennington Lane, London, SE11 SDP. And best before we've already mentioned. So we're just reeling off the can information as much. Let me extract as much information and as much nectar from you as possible.
And does that say AB InBev on it? Of course it doesn't. It's Jubel.
330ml can, vegan, and also it's hangovers hurt, enjoy responsibly, which is our message for every single one of these beer reviews.
Hangovers do hurt.
Let's crack it open. I think this literally has me foaming at the mouth. I find it very hard to concentrate when there's a Jubel in front of me that needs consuming.
It's required to be consumed. It is a brilliant drink. I mean, I've been talking to people.
And where's your can, mate?
I was gonna say you're just pouring it off yourself. I've been talking to people, and some people don't really favour it that much. Like, they've had it, they've tasted it, because as I mentioned before, you go to music venues, festivals, stuff like that. It has pretty much encompassed a lot of these venues and music festival culture kind of stuff. So a lot of people have had it. A lot of people have shared opinions about it. Some people don't like it. I don't understand how people don't like it, but I guess
Crazy.
part of it would be the fact that it's new, the fact that it's like sweeter, fruitier, less beerish.
Mm?
But I don't know.
I can only smell it.
I feel like for your sake,
We should dive into this.
we should dive in,
Review, probably.
because I don't think I've ever done a Guinness sip of one of these.
No, we haven't.
The Guinness sip being a slight pause in inhaling and exhaling while drinking to kind of
Exactly.
gather the flavours all in one go.
Also, Jubel branded glasses. I think you can pick these up from your Sainsbury's as well. You buy a 10-pack, you get a free glass.
Really?
I believe so.
I've bought so many 10 packs and not got a free glass.
You have to take it with you from the shelf as well.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
But let's get rocking.
Right. Chin chin, my fella.
Cheers, old boy.
Wow.
You're actually left speechless.
I
Can
am.
I first get your opinion on the new glass? What do you think?
The glass is really nice. I like this little like indent here
It's a good divot to hold.
because
like,
yeah, I was gonna say it goes right in
fits.
for me. It even lets my pinky stay out while I'm drinking, which is essential.
as a Brit.
Yeah.
Oh,
nice,
what a fantastic
nice little
beer.
widget on the bottom that just lets everything bubble.
Yeah. Again, I think I remember when they first designed this glass and they announced it on LinkedIn actually. So it's nice to have it in the hand.
Yeah.
What a fantastic beer though. You're left speechless every time.
I am. I mean, we go back to the memories of this, the discovery, the early days. The taste of peach, especially, takes me back to the first. Takes me back to the first date with the Jubel.
It doth. It doth.
So, for me, it can't not be a 10, can it?
It has to be a
Because
10.
there isn't a single drink that kind of gives you this much character, gives you this much flavour, this enjoyment, this mems.
The sentiment behind a Jubel. It's like, this is how holding your firstborn must feel. Genuinely.
Rigid, spherical, golden in colour,
Yeah.
foaming at the mouth.
It does, yeah. It does tend to invoke a feeling of unbeknownst description in oneself.
So, I feel like a lot of Jubel enthusiasts share this opinion, but of course, peach on top.
Peach on top, yeah.
Peach best.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued to know your second and third.
Second and third Jubel. The lime's good.
Mm.
So second place lime.
They're all good.
Third place. Might just be the lemon one.
Lemon. The thing is, me personally, I think out of all the flavours, I think the lemon is the least of its fruit, if you get what I mean. It's
Yeah,
the
it's the
least like
least
lemony.
potent.
Yeah, less potent one. But it's still nice because you get that kind of shandy aspect, that kind of lemonade sort
It's
of thing to it.
refreshing.
Yeah, refreshing.
They're all refreshing. But
I think the lime and the lemon are very refreshing. I like the blood orange. So I would put blood orange in third.
Which is second.
That's my second. Good question. You will be very surprised at this one. Elderflower.
Really?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't say I've had an elderflower one.
No, they don't do them anymore, I don't think. It was the original three when it was peach, elderflower and grapefruit. Still do the grapefruit to this day. Peach is obviously the poster boy.
Yeah.
And elderflower just got lost, I guess. But it was,
It's crazy.
back in the day, almost tied with peach.
No way.
Because no one knew what was the famous one.
It's a crazy take, but we
Yeah.
accept it because it's Jubel and it's a fantastic brand. First 10 of this podcasting series.
Yeah. A good old slap to the top of the metal board.
Yeah,
If
in
we
the old
had
Top
one.
Gear fashion.
Top of the fireplace.
Yeah, that's now gone to 480p.
We lost quality in the logs.
But no, fantastic beer. I love everything. I say this every time we talk about Jubel, and I'm going to repeat it once again for the viewers, listeners at home. You just can't beat it. I love everything about the brand. It's just fantastic. It's environmentally friendly. It tastes brilliant. It's sessionable, so you can have them all like long. It's not hard on the stomach. The slogans, captions, marketing is ingeniously done. The branding of the colours.
Yep.
You see that on a shelf from a mile away. You know.
Well, and it's even been copied with different beer brands and stuff like that. I mean, obviously Audi has their own Jubel now.
Yes, yeah, crazy.
And I've seen other cans that have the same lettering. Do you know, like that kind of diagonal line with the lettering that's filling it? I keep on seeing that. Like I've seen it like once or twice.
But
And
these are the
I know
OGs.
exactly where that's from.
You know, we were there at the origin. We were there in 2022.
Not at the origin because
Almost.
we haven't got the glass bottles. That's on the to-do list. If there's any glass bottle Jubels like rocking about, get them out the vault. Send it to us. We need to review them.
Or if Jubel's watching this, we'll get a hand of these clips. If we clip them up, just send us something. We've spent so much money.
Send us some prototypes.
I also have the Jubel bucket hat as well, which is limited
Of course
edition.
you do. Our mate's got the Jubel t-shirt.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're fans. We're stans.
I'm trying to think what else. There was the mini fridge, but we didn't get that, did we?
No, that was too expensive. But it was thought about and it was in my basket, but I was like, do I want to feed myself for a month at uni or do I want to buy a mini fridge?
Mini fridge. Come on
Yeah.
now. That was a stupid decision on your part.
What am I going to make what am I going to put my next food items in
It's
if
not
not the
nibbling
Jubel
on the
mini
corner.
fridge? Yeah, exactly. But no, I can never get enough of a Jubel peach. I think best beer of all time for me.
We would even so far to give this the good old stamp of approval from the BGBI podcast and recommend this drink. I mean, with responsibility, of course. Do not do it before driving, of course. Hangovers hurt.
They do.
So
And they're incurable, I hear.
incurable. Well, no, they are curable with another drink
That's true.
and
yeah.
another
A
drink.
liquid
but-
diet.
Yeah. And I think with that smooth segue, thank you very much for watching this episode. This has been more of like an off-the-cuff, quick-fire questions episode. I kind of like the way that we've done this one. But
Yeah.
if you'd like to see more of this or more of the stories, feel free to let us know. Feel free to have a look at what we've got. Feel free to stick around, subscribe, and join us for the whole ride. You'll see us in a future episode. You'll see us in previous episodes. Just consume.
Consume us.
But only if you're enjoying it, because obviously it's all about enjoying it, because we enjoy it and we hope you enjoy it as well. We definitely enjoy drinking Jubel, so you'll probably see more flavours of this.
We'll be getting the whole, inventory of Jubel on this show.
We'll get the whole rack out. But with that, we'll thank you for coming and watching this video, and we'll see you in the next podcast episode. Ciao, ciao.
Goodbye for now.